so we couldn't. So you get to see all of them. So I will get started. Oh, and the paper that you received when you came in, they did a lot of research about the characters in this play. So you can always take a look at that later to see the work that they did. It's called The Broken Engine. Scene 1, the beach. Once upon a time, there was a man named Charlie. Charlie was an explorer and a really great pilot. He loved traveling the world. Today, he was flying over South America and hoping for an adventure. Nearby and below him on a beach, some people and animals were enjoying the sun. A frog was hopping around, being followed by a boy. A land turtle was walking slowly by, and a sea turtle was swimming offshore. And a crab was also scuttling around. Overhead, Charlie was experiencing some engine trouble, and the plane flew right over the beach. The boy quickly helped all the animals hide behind a bush. After all, the boy was a really good friend to all the animals. Charlie's plane was about to go down. He set the plane to land safely just before parachuting out. Before the plane landed, the engine dropped into the ocean, right where the pilot would soon land also in the water. The boy, seeing Charlie parachute out of the airplane, quickly inflated a raft and swam out into the water to help find the broken engine. Together, the boy and Charlie found the engine and brought it to shore. The animals popped their heads out of the bush to take a look. The boy asked Charlie what happened.
Engine trouble.
Engine trouble. The boy lets Charlie know he must go to the castle to fix the engine, but it's a 2-day journey, so they'll have to leave the beach. Just off the beach, on the way toward the castle, there's a carnival. The boy and Charlie find themselves surrounded by people at the carnival. End of scene 1. So find your carnival spots. Scene 2, the carnival. At the carnival, some people are going on a very fast merry-go-round that goes round and round and up and down and round and round. Freeze, sing down. Other people are going on a very fast whirling roller coaster that goes up and over bridges, and it swirls down and it almost hits the ground, and then it goes over another bridge, and then it turns upside down before it comes to a stop. The carnival seems to be getting very, very crowded, and all the people are getting pushed together. There's too many people at the carnival. So the carnival owners have to call for help. End of scene 2. There's a costume change before scene 3. Scene 3, they're going to be totally different characters. Remember, the carnival owners just called for help, right? Scene 3. There's so many people at our carnival. It's really, really crowded at the carnival, and pretty soon you're going to see something else that's really, really crowded. Scene 3. Penguins. Meanwhile, at the same time somewhere else, in Antarctica, a group of penguins is huddled close together to stay warm. They waddle, waddle, waddle all around trying to stay warm. Then they decide to go for a walk. So they waddle, waddle, waddle this way, and they waddle, waddle that way. Then the penguins decide to go for a swim. So they swim this way, and they swim that way, and they swim this way. Now, these are not ordinary penguins. They are rescuer penguins. And after their swim So they put their walkie-talkies away for a minute, and they start to put on their rescuer gear. They put on their jumpsuits. And they grab their walkie-talkies back. And their GPS phones. And their smoke detectors. And some fish for the road, just in case they get hungry. And then they jump into the water and start swimming all the way. It's a long ways up America, but finally they reach the carnival gate. First, the penguins close the gate with all their strength, and they get out their super stretchy rubber bands and tie the gate closed. Then the penguins do jumping jacks in front of the gate to sweep away the people. Then the penguins lie down in front of the gate and put one foot up to block it so that they can get in. Then the penguins stand up and block the gate with their whole bodies. Some penguins practice karate. The people realize nobody's getting into this carnival. The penguins have saved the day. End of scene 3. Now, we're going to have to get back to our story. Remember that the boy and Charlie were at the beach and they ran into that crazy carnival where the penguins saved the day. So now we're going to have to go find the boy and Charlie at the desert. Scene 4, the South American desert. The boy and Charlie make their way out of the carnival and keep heading toward the castle. They find themselves in a desert filled with very hot animals. There is a big band milk snake. There is a rainbow lizard. There are some frilled neck lizards. They're soaking up the sun. They're looking for some food. Maybe they find some water and some cacti. It's really, really hot. But the boy and Charlie make their way through the desert and find themselves in a rainforest. End of scene 4. Boy and Charlie. Scene 5, the South American rainforest, also known as the Amazon. In the forest, they see many creatures. They see a poison arrow frog. They see some tamarin monkeys. And suddenly, out of nowhere, comes a cheetah. The boy, who, after all, is very kind and a good friend to all the animals, invites them over to meet Charlie. The boy tells the animals all about his engine trouble. And the boy remembers he knows magic, so he's going to try a little bit of magic to see if he can fix the engine. So he waves his hands over the engine, and he says some magic words that sound like this. And there's a huge spark of light and some smoke that scares the animals, and they have to run away. So the boy quickly tries some other magic to undo the smoke and light. And he decides to call the animals back over because, as it turns out, these animals are really good with tools. These animals know how to use tools, they have their own tools, and they tell Charlie and the boy that they will use their mouths to hold the tools and try to fix the engine. The animals get almost all of the parts of the engine put back together, except one more part is missing. So, one tamarin monkey goes up a tree to find a vine that's just the right size, and she brings it back down with her tail, wraps it around the engine so that they can hold it together until they get to the castle. The animals say, we're going to go to the castle. Don't you remember there's a giant wall in front of the castle? And the boy says, oh, that's my castle. And I've been meaning to get rid of that wall anyway. I don't want more visitors at my castle. So the boy leads them to his airplane, hidden in the rainforest. End of scene 5. Scene 6, the airplane. The boy and Charlie help all the animals into the plane, and when they all get into the plane, we can see all of the parts of the airplane. The pilot and co-pilot are sitting in the cockpit. In the front of the plane, we can see the propeller. On each side of the airplane, we can see the big, long wings, and in the back, we can see the tail wings. The pilot and the co-pilot prepare some travel tunes on their iPod for the trip. And they adjust all the instruments and everybody buckles up. On their way out of the rainforest, they see the castle ahead, but that giant wall is still in front of them. So the boy uses his magic and waves his hands over the wall and makes these magic words. And then he says, we're here. So the boy leads all the animals out of the airplane. They're headed toward the castle. He takes them all the way down into the basement. They have to go down the stairs to get into the basement. Once they're in the basement, they see the potions room of the castle. This is where the boy learned how to do magic when he was younger. Even younger than he is now. So the animals untie the vine that's attached to the engine, and they take out one screw because they just need one more screw. And the boy knows a secret potion that can duplicate the key and make another one. So it takes a long time, and he's really working the magic potion. The magic of the potion sounds like this. Takes a really long time to make a duplicate key out of magic, you guys. The boy announces the magic worked, and he gives 2 screws back to the animals. They use their tools to put it all back together, and they present the new fixed engine to Charlie. And he thanks all the animals, and the boy is so happy he can help everyone, he decides to give them all a gift. So he hands out gifts to everyone. The poison arrow frog gets walnuts. This tamarind monkey gets a toy and some cherries. And this tamarind monkey gets cherries and nuts. And the cheetah gets new teeth. And Charlie gets flint, so he can make a campfire on his next adventure. The boy says, let's all get back in the plane and take Charlie home. So they follow the boy back to the airplane. Once they're in the airplane, they remember their journey with a little song. Okay, so Miss Stephanie's class can